Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 X51 Aerobatics display. I'm Wazabosh, and I'll be your commentator for tonight. Our four pilots have lined up on opposite ends of the runway and are preparing for takeoff. As the four aircraft begin their takeoff run, the two flights will pass each other with mere feet separating them. They will then initiate a turn to set up for their first manoeuvre. Leading tonight's display is Regnans from Australia. He has been with the squadron since 2017 and he's an old school gamer who enjoys meeting new people and introducing them to our world of flight simulation. From the left and from the right, the aircraft have begun a rapid ascent. Trailing smoke, these pilots make no secret of their home squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, the signature symbol of X51. The two elements have now begun a dive towards the runway at 2/3 the speed of sound. With a sharp turn at the last second, they are now speeding towards each other head-on. This brings us to the second manoeuvre of the night. Blink and you'll miss it, their head-on merge. In the number 2 position and flying as left wing, we have Silverhawk from Norway. He has been with the squadron since 2020. He got a puppy this summer and is currently the only member of X51 that lives above the Arctic Circle. The team has now rejoined in trail formation and will transition into the distinctive diamond for a formation flyby. Now, from the right, the formation pass. X51 Squadron was formed in 2015, specialising in flight simulation activities across the board. War Thunder, Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS World, IL-2 Great Battles and Falcon BMS. Now here they come from the left with the famous barrel roll. This manoeuvre begins with a 2.3G pull-up, transitioning into a left roll at 25 degrees of pitch. Try as he might, the leader just can't seem to shake these wingmen off. In combat, this manoeuvre serves well to avoid overshooting an opponent, performing a lateral offset, or evading a high-speed bandit. In the number 3 position, flying as right wing and element lead, we have Chills from the Czech Republic. He has been with the squadron for 3 years and he is currently working towards his ultralight pilot's license. Our pilots have turned around once again to set up for the most classic of aerobatic manoeuvres. Now, from the right, the loop. Regners begins a smooth pullback on the stick at 390 knots. His wingmen must match every move as the force builds to nearly 4 times that of gravity. As the aircraft come over the top, the pilots are close to stall speed, making the aircraft feel sluggish and difficult to control. And finally, in the number 4 position, flying as slot, we have Ironleaf from Sweden. A member of X51 since 2021, he actually finds himself most at home in the cockpit of an F-14 Tomcat. The team is now transitioning into trail formation to prepare for a challenging manoeuvre that requires precision and timing. From the left, Tornado. Swirling around their leader in a flow of smoke and jet exhaust, the wingmen must carefully manage their power, G-force and angle of attack. No control surface is left unmoved in this swarm of turrets. formation has now deployed their landing gear and arresting hooks. The additional drag drastically slowing the aircraft down so that the pilots can demonstrate the excellent low-speed handling of the McDonnell Douglas FA-18C Hornet. Now, from the right, the dirty pass. Number 2 and number 4 have now split off from the main formation to begin their duo display. Number 1 and number 3 will continue to the right to set up for the final manoeuvre of the night. The duo is now pulling up to perform a manoeuvre to show our appreciation for all the viewers who have tuned in today to watch us fly. Now to end the display, as number 1 and 2 are joining up for landing, 3 and 4 are coming in from the right to perform one final manoeuvre. With a raging fire in the sky tonight, the Flaming Tornado. On behalf of all members of X51, we would once again like to thank our kind hosts at Virtual International Air Festivals and all the viewers for taking their time tonight to watch our display. We wish you all a very wonderful evening.